Howdy, everybody. You know, sometimes it's easy to become overwhelmed by circumstances on the farm, and this is one of them. We are in a very severe drought right now. This is a very fragile ecosystem where we live here. It's the wet, dry tropics. So we have 6 months of very dry weather where basically everything just dies, and then 6 months of wet weather. The problem is, because of global warming, we haven't been getting as much wet weather, and when we do, it tends to come all at once. So we get great big huge storms, and that isn't really what we need. We need a more consistent rainfall throughout the wet season. So the global warming has really hit Central America very severely, and the predictions is that it's going to get worse, not better. And you know, sometimes you can feel like you're taking one step forward like this, but you're actually wind up taking 2 steps back. So you're not really getting ahead. And this is one of those times. You can see right here, this is a multi-trunk tree of the genus Gusama. And normally the leaves on this tree are pretty good size. They're not small like these are. And the reason these leaves are so small is because of the drought. The leaves come out on this particular tree like they would if it was in North America. So typically around April, you start getting buds coming out, and then the leaves come out and you get a good photosynthetic system going. Because of the drought, these leaves are basically staying very small because there's no water for them to be able to transpire up through the trunk of the tree out to the leaves in the photosynthetic process. And photosynthesis requires water as part of the formula. So if you don't have water, you're not going to have any photosynthesis happening, or very limited amount, and the tree is going to suffer. So that's what's happening to all of the trees around here. So if we don't get rain, these trees and other trees around here will eventually drop all of their leaves and try to go into dormancy, and that won't work out so well, and eventually if we still don't get rain, the trees will simply die. So we're in a very precarious time of the year right now, because if we don't get rain very soon, the whole wet season is going to be lost as far as agriculture is concerned. So we hope that we get some. But we can either sit down and cry and worry about this, which isn't going to accomplish anything, or we can actually do something. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to do something. So here's an example. We recently had 3 2,500 liter water tanks delivered. Here's 2 of them. There's a third one in another location, and we're going to install these to harvest more water. It's not for this year, it's already too late for this year. But if the drought continues into next year, we'll at least be prepared to do some mitigation through irrigation or some other means. So that's one thing that we've done. You can see things are really dead around here. There's a mango tree there that seems to be doing okay, but by and large, it almost looks like winter up in North America, but it's not. This is the tropics. So we know we're going to have some dead trees, so we're preparing for that as well. We're going to be cutting and chipping that wood so that we can put it as mulch on areas where we need to improve the soil. That's one of the big challenges we have here. So the take-home lesson here is that no matter how bad things get, there's always something that you can do. There's always an opportunity. You simply have to look for it, find it, and take advantage of it. So yeah, we had a whole lot of things planned for this year during the wet season. Looks like we're not going to be able to do hardly any of them. But that's okay, because there's other opportunities that have opened up for us, and we're going to try to take advantage of those. With that, I'll end the video. Thank you very much for watching.